Hi, everyone. Hi, Metaverse Beauty Wall. I'm so excited to be here. I'm Maria Martinez, the founder of StudyXR. And today I'm coming with a masterclass that is about how to create a beautiful deal in 20 minutes. And if you have followed us on Instagram, you might have already some tips of what we are going to be showing today. But if you are fresh new to Study XR, let me start by introducing who we actually are. Today, we are going to be doing a masterclass on sport AR. If you're completely new to when it comes to this type of tool, don't worry because today you're going to stop being a newbie on this and you're going to be able to actually create your own. If you want, you can go ahead and start downloading Spark AR right now. We will using doing this tutorial. What we do, what we are passionate about is that we teach extended reality to creative mind like you. Anyone coming from a creative background jumping into this technology is already have 80% of the job done. That's something that I repeat every time that someone comes to our community and start telling us this looks difficult. Oh my God, I don't know if I will do it. I have no technical skill. Don't worry, because you have the infrastructure. And if you see around in the community, the best are creators that are right now working with brands are the ones that are coming from the creative backgrounds, like 3D artists, animators, graphic designer, product designer, UX UI. So if you are any of those, perfect. This session is gonna be for you. I'm Maria Martinez, as I said, and I'm not only the founder of StudyXR, I'm actually an expert creator myself. I'm a video game developer, so that was the moment when I learned all the technical stuff. But I'm coming from a creative background. Used to be a pro designer who fell in love with AR technology, and here I am. I know how to do Unity, coding, and all type of Spark AR, Effect House, and Snap AR tools all my design skills. I know how to do a little bit of Blender, a lot of generative AI. My major, my master, the time that I have been working the most is as a UX UI designer, which are design skills super necessary for when it comes to create AR filters. This is our platform. So let me tell you a little bit of the story. A lot of extra creators till now have been learning on their own. Sometimes myself, for example, felt completely isolated because I was at home during COVID, just, learning. And I didn't know who was doing the same as me, or maybe I was just checking a YouTube video and I didn't have anyone to ask my questions to, and I really wanted to learn. So through all that suffer and that self-learning, I came to the realization that actually I want to create a platform, a community to learn. So if anyone who is coming from a creative background would like to learn this technology, they don't suffer as much as I did at that time. And this is how the whole StudyXR start. We are a community of XR creators, new ones, more advanced, professionals already working with brands, or maybe yes, if you are curious about it, you are more than welcome to come to our community. You can see right here the QR code. And in that QR code, you can just join us in our Discord. We share all the events that we do. You will find all the other creators, the professors, learning resources, master classes for free. So it's definitely worth trying. But okay, we are much more than just, a learning platform. We actually, these are our two pillars. We are all down for knowledge sharing. Everyone is welcome to share the knowledge in our community, not only the professors, but also the student. The student helps others, the students. So basically, we come together and we have this community. I know that most of us work from home. We are maybe freelance or, just doing this for fun at the moment, being surrounded and having kind of that safe net that this study XR has helped a lot of people to actually come to the point of start to learn, graduate with us, and already start working with brands and extra creators. So as you can see, we kind of like take you from the beginning of your career, knowing nothing about XR, and we bring you to even job opportunities with clients. So we are really excited when we see that happen. As you can see all over here, are different creators. Some of them are the students, like Lisa over here. Some of them are really well known. You for sure know is Ines Alpha. But what we all have in common is that we all share the passion for this technology, for extended reality technology. And that's what it puts us together. And honestly, extra community is the best one that you can be in. What we are going to learn today. Okay, let me explain you. I know that for a lot of people, extended reality is a term that you guys don't know so well, or you are not 100% sure what that means. Don't worry, because we are going to jump into that today. We are going to understand the beauty and how different beauty brands use augmented reality, and then we are going to create a beauty film. For those who are new to the term extended reality, it's actually the umbrella for these other three terms: augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality. What we are going to be focusing to then is augmented reality. And this one is the one that you normally use on your phone and that you say on the real world, and digital experience, in this case, is going to be on our face. It over virtual reality is when you disconnect completely from the physical life from here, and then you jump to a completely new digital environment. And the mixed reality is something that maybe sounds familiar, because this year, with the big announcement of Apple Vision Pro, it allows you to wear a headset and then also kind of like play with the level of immersion that you want. If you want to be fully immersive, or if you want to still be connected to the real world and have those overlays, but without using the phone. Examples that I like to show are this one. These are all from our students that they knew a little bit or nothing about augmented reality, and look what they have created. So Lisa and Paris, that you can see here in the first two, basically they went ahead and they overlay this digital piece, one in the front and then the other one kind of like in the crown over here. This is how we can see an example of having the camera on, being on the real world, as you can see the backgrounds and in their homes and so on, and having this digital piece, this wearable on top. The last video, what you can see is actually a digital earring, an AR earring. Lisa also did this course with us, and that is the way that you can actually wear digital earrings on top of your real outfit as well. Now that we know what augmented reality, have a look into how beauty brands are actually using augmented reality to engage, to have a better reach, and to add gamification to their product launches, to their brand, and so on. So on the first video, we can see a well-known beauty brand that is NYX, a makeup cosmetic product, that what they did, it was actually they create an augmented reality game that you can play around with the heart, and then you will move it around, move it to the side while you move your head. So that's the interaction over there. And then you win points. And it's a way that they are showing the entire collection of cosmetics in a really fun way. So it doesn't show such a like advertisement video, super polished that we used to see. The one that we see in the middle is L'Oreal. In this case, it's a shampoo that is showing you the properties of how it's gonna shine and so on. So this is kind of like funny because it's kind of like a try on. You will see the product over there, then something pops around your hair, and when the interaction that you shake right now, you will see how the color of your hair has changed. That's also something that is really gamified and that people is willing to post. That's something really important when we create this type of beauty campaign and we introduce our product. We need to take into account that basically the people are going to show in their stories, in their reels, in their TikTok, our product, like the product of the beauty brand, without actually even understanding that they are doing some marketing for it. So definitely the views and the metric when beauty brand has to use this type of AR experiences go wow. They have like some filters, they have billions of views just because people is having fun playing the game and then showing on their account. The last one, it was one that it went pretty viral. So this one from Fenty Beauty, it was actually a really functional one. I'm really down for this type of AR effect. Basically, this one, it has all the different shades from the beauty country product. You just need to start switching between the different tone. Since it's around our face, it will match our color. And that's the way that once we go to the store or we buy it online, we will see the code and then we can buy it immediately. Imagine how much improvement on the shopping experience this AR filter adds to the Fenty beauty brand. And also it went pretty viral because it's just like different beauty gurus and beauty cosmetics and brands. So this is a super useful AR filter. So Fenty Beauty got a lot of views on this one. And I think it was not only Fenty who created this one. They went ahead and many other different beauty brands create their own because they saw how useful and how much fun the people were having it. All right. After this introduction, let me show you how to create your own beauty. I'm going to go ahead and this is the briefing that I have put together. This is normally how creators get the briefing. This is how I get it. So a beauty brand that has a product that is the wash tone wants to have brand exposure and promote their new product. The target, it will be people, mainly Gen Z, we will love beauty products, beauty content, and so on. So the idea that I had and I created especially for Metaverse Beauty Wall is this WhatsApp tutorial. So basically, it will show you the different steps that you need to do, how you need to position your WhatsApp, and then it will overlay the different lines we have in the face to show the movement that you need to do with your WhatsApp. So now let's jump to Spark AR and let me show you how to. All right, so here we are in Spark AR. For this tutorial, actually, I already created the base. We are going to be using background segmentation and face tracker in order to speed up a little bit the process. It's something that I created before. But okay, let me show you how you add the tracker, which is actually even most important. You go to program distance and then you do right click at the object and then you select face tracker. It's immediately going to appear over here. Now, what we want to do is basically have these lines showing the different points that we need to, the different movement that we need to do with our WhatsApp. How to do that? Well, with the face tracker selected, we do right click once again, add an object, and then we go to face mesh. This, as you can see now, has overlay a mesh that covers our entire face. Looking like this, we are not even close to have any beauty filters, so let's fix this. Right now, this mesh, we need a material, and for that material, we need a texture that is going to have the line. These textures is something that you will need to prepare front with the face mesh template. Again, for the sake of this tutorial, I already prepared that. So basically, the first thing that we are going to have is select the face mesh, and then we are going to add it a material over here or just over here. We click, and then we go material. You can see we will be adding a material here that let's say it's our washer step 1 because we have different steps on the face. All right, so once we have it over here, we need to have a texture. The texture is basically an image, okay? Every time, if you're familiar with Blender, you will notice that if this is totally new to you, every time that you see a texture, it's actually an image or a texture. It's a little bit confusing, I know, but I always explain to my students this way. Like, if you are looking for how to upload an image, it will be probably called. So that's what we are gonna do. So we basically just go all the way down and we select the texture that we have uploaded previously. If you haven't uploaded, the way that you can do is just go to new texture. It will pop a dialog on your face, on top of your screen, and basically you can just select the image over there. Already did that one, and it's one over here called Face Mesh Wash Clean 1. So I'm going to select it. And right now we are not seeing it, right? We're still looking weird. Why? Because we haven't added the material to the face mesh. So what we are going to do is go to the face mesh over here, and then basically the material. As you can see here, I just added on the plus button and then you go on the drop down and you probably will have only one. I have all of these ones because it's the project completed that I'm using as a base. But this is the wash, the material that I just created over here. So if we put it, that's why we are seeing right now these lines. Something that we also want to do in our washout lines is we see that right now there are a little bit of shadow. We don't really want that, or I personally don't want that for this effect. So we select the material over here, we go all the way up, and in standard, we're gonna click on. Do you see how now the color has changed? It's much more bright, and it kind of like shows better the direction of the movement that we need to do. All right, so this here we have done the face, but I also want to give it more like a wellness. It's like, I'm doing here my skincare, night routine, and so on. So what I would like to add is basically background to this. Right now, I already did the fermentation, but I'm going to show you how to add a background once the fermentation is done. So all the way here, we will basically just need to add a camera. How do we add this camera? Super easy. We go again to focal distance, right click, add an object, and then we click on Canva. All right. Inside that Canva, we will always need two different elements every time that you need to do a segmentation. You will need to select the background and then add an object that is going to be a rectangle over here. And it's going to show like this. What you want is to fit the entire width and the entire height. So you just go to width, click, fill height. And then here we have it. We look crazy right now, but that's the process. All right. I already have it prepared here, so I don't need this one. I'm going to delete it. This is how it should look at the moment. All right. Same process once again. We need a material that has our texture that we said that is an image. So let's go ahead and create it. We go all the way down here. Then we said, I want to add a material. This is going to be the background. All right. We put it here. And when with the material selected, we go all the way here. Same process as before. We go down and we upload the image if we haven't uploaded. I already did. So I'm just going to go to my background step 1. All right. Still not showing. Why? Because we haven't added to our rectangle that we just put here. Okay. So really important step. We go all the way up here again to the rectangle that we just created. All right. And we basically, you will see it basically just like it without any material on. So what you need to do is click on the material and then select the image background. Ta-da! Just like this, you will be on a wellness spa. Again, another trick, every time that I'm working with flat images from a surface and so on, I always like to change from standard to flat. And you can see it kind of like brings a little bit more light. And just like this, basically, you are going to have your beauty filter super quickly. Of course, this is just the beginning. You can go ahead and create a much more advanced. If we now switch to the one that is posted on our Instagram and that you are welcome to use when you are going to do your wash skincare routine, as you can see, what we did was basically just have all the steps divided. They will show different lines around our face. And also we divided the step with a different background. So what is showing up here is the numbers of steps. And we also add this washa with the inclination and how you need to grab it. So if we test it over here, we can just see that when we click, it goes to the second step, it goes to the third step, this one is changing, and so on. And then it goes to the first one. In order to do that logic, you will need to go to the patch editor. That's it for today's tutorial. Going back to the presentation, basically what you have learned today is that any beauty product, any beauty filter, it doesn't need to change the beauty of your face. It can be about a product, it can be about a skincare routine, it can be about how to put your makeup and so on. Here are some examples from the one that we saw today, but also some others about the products that you can do or choose for your skin, or how to do the makeup, or where the acne is showing, and so on. Some ideas for inspiration. What we showed you today is applicable to any other idea that you will have regarding beauty filters. Once again, I want to give a shout out to all the creators that have these crazy ideas in mind. And thanks to extended reality, they put it out there, they put it on social media, they post it, and that we can use it. I just want to say that what you have seen today is actually a very easy way to start if you want to become an impact creator. It's not that scary. You don't need to have technical background. You just need to have the good learning resources adapted to your needs, adapted to your level, and basically have the passion to do it, even though you don't need so much time. What we do in StudyXR is actually that we personalize your course. So we know that each of you are coming from different backgrounds. We know that you guys want different things. Some people is in fashion, some people is in gaming, some people wants to code, some other stuff. So what we do is basically you go through the quiz and we create a personalized course for you, adapted to your timings, adapted to your level, and so on. You are gonna learn from the best experts. So once you receive your personalized course, Influencer is the master of everything from CGI to VR to AR to 3D modeling. So you for sure are gonna receive as part of the course some lessons from here. We also have Anika, who is the queen of AR accessories. So if you are also into the beauty and accessories, I totally recommend her course. Then we also have Eva, who is super well known on the beauty industry as well. And for creating AR portals, there is an AR portal in beauty created by her as one of the lessons to be included on the course. Then we have Dell, who is the queen of fashion. So if you also would like to learn not only about beauty, but also about fashion, you will probably also get her lesson on your personalized course. And then the last one you already know is me. I'm a video game developer. So if you're into gaming, you will see my face in your course. Basically, what you are going to learn during this course is all the 3D tools that you should be knowing for social media, the most demanded AI trackers that every single time our clients ask for that, or that you will need to use them in order to perform the briefing from the client. You're going to specialize in one of the AR fields that you want, if it's in fashion, if it's in beauty, if it's in gaming, the one that you want. By the end, all these lessons are practical, all right? You are going to learn the theory by doing the practice. We are a doing school, okay? So basically, here at the end, you're going to have 5 different AR experiences to be added to your portfolio that you can go there and say, look, client, all what I have, and I also know all the techniques behind how to create these ones and then more. So I'm here to work with you. Super important. If you have an amazing portfolio, then you will be able to charge what you deserve. You guys are going to be the first one. You're going to be the pioneers of this. So your knowledge is value for the client. Not everyone, not all the agencies and so on, they know how to do this, and you will know. So you will have the power on that, and you won't feel intimidated when it comes to presenting your portfolio, when it comes to presenting your ideas, to guide the client on the technical constraints, and also some negotiations about the pricing. With that, once you actually graduate, you will have experience cross-platform, and you will start earning some money when you start selling these services. Once you graduate with the best students, what we do is basically we put them in a group, and these students are the ones that are going to get the job offers that we get, because StudyXR is also an agency. So basically, if we get reached out by another agency or by a brand that would like to create a filter with us, we are going to pass this job offer to the best students in StudyXR, and then you guys can make a proposal, and then we will get back to the client, and hopefully they choose you. We already are working right now, actually, with Giovanna on a project for a client that is going to be released at the end of July. So as you can see, we took you from knowing nothing to actually put you already on your first job offer. So how cool is that? You will be well known as an AR creator in almost your time. If you don't know what to do during summer, I have the perfect plan for you. That is to learn AR. I actually did this when I was in COVID, when I have plenty of time. So I see that summer is the perfect time to not be super stressed about that. You would probably have a little bit of time. Once you start doing AR, I promise you that it's so much fun. It feels like playing, so it won't feel like you are learning something heavy, If you want to jump right now, the only thing that you need to do is basically go personalize your AR course, set your level, your goals, and then we will create the course for you. All right. With that, you will create the amazing portfolio and start getting your clients. All of that is actually information that we have all the time on our community. So if you have any questions, if you would like to have a call with me, if you would like to get curious and see what's going on, I advise you to come to join us, to hang out with us, and then we can help you from that moment on. And then last thing that I create for Metaverse Beauty World is that the entire tutorial with all the steps, with the patch editor, with the background segmentation, with the face mask retouch, and so on. All of that, it's only gonna be for the assistant of the Metaverse Beauty Wall. So on the QR code that you are seeing right now here and on the link that I'm putting on the chat, there you are gonna get access to this tutorial and you will become an extra creator in less than 6. So you can have your first AR project for your portfolio in less than 60 minutes. The I don't have time is not valid here, all right? And this is only at the moment for people who is coming to this event. So you don't want to miss this opportunity, guys. That's it from my side. Thank you so much. I hope that by the end of this session, at least if you didn't know what augmented reality is, now you know. If you didn't know how the creative works and how the filters are done, now you know. And if you want to be one of us, if you want to learn with us, if you want to join our community, I encourage you to do so. We are a large community of creators. We were just last week hanging out all together in the US in AWE. And I can see how the AR is growing much more. The extended reality in general is growing much more. So make sure to be one of the first one before this. Everyone noticed that this is the new thing, and then everyone would like to be there, be the pioneer. All right. So that's it. Thank you so much, Metaverse Beauty World. I'm excited to see the lecture and the rest of the event. If you need anything, you can contact us on our Instagram account or on our Discord. Bye.